Hello, everybody. I'm Skip Alzheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where we watch old 16mm films. And I'm in another room at the archive, and ultimately, this is going to be my office. Like right now, it's kind of bare, but this will be where I'll put one of the scanners, and we'll be able to do live streaming and scanning, just like we used to. So that is the plan. Maybe next week. I don't know. Knocking on wood, dry plaster. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm feeling red today, and so we are going to start off with a film from the Prelinger Archive called Color Me Red. Enjoy.
Wake up! Call the fire department. We're on fire. Steve! Scott! Don't open your door. Hot! Remember, operation needed.
Our house is on fire. 1719 Northeast Johnson. Hurry, please!
Get the chain. Watch out for flying glass, Scott.
I'll climb down the rope. You wait until I get back with the ladder.
Is there enough time?
It won't take me long.
Hurry. Hurry! Children, wait on the porch roof. Dad is bringing the ladder now.
this your house? Yes. Is everybody out of there? Yes, we woke up in time. Okay. What happened, Jim?
I don't know how it started. It looks like the house will be a total loss.
I'm from the American Red Cross. Do you have a place to stay tonight?
Look, Jim, why don't you and the family come stay with us? We've got a lot of room.
How big?
My cat! My cat! She's still inside!
No, you don't. You know better. You don't go in a burning house.
But my cat!
Don't cry, dear. We'll get you another cat.
But it won't be the same.
I know, honey, but it's impossible to go back now. You'd be killed. We can replace the cat. We can never replace you.
But I wasn't gonna go in. I just wanted to see if I could get close enough so she could hear my voice. If I got close enough, she might hear my voice and not be scared to come out.
No. No. Let's go over to the Jacksons before we all catch pneumonia.
Well, it looks like they're getting it under control. We were really lucky in this whole situation. The house may be a total loss, but we all got out alive and unhurt thanks to Steve.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you see, last week Steve came home with something from school that he had learned about fire safety. We were sitting at the dinner table when Steve mentioned this Operation Edith. Operation Edith? What's that?
Edith means exit drills in the home. The older kids in grade school get a chance to become junior fire inspectors after we learn about fire safety and things like that. I've got a membership card in the junior fire department.
Now he'll go around all the time in a fireman's hat.
You think you're smart, don't you?
All right, knock off the bickering. Steve, what's this Edith all about?
We learned in school that there are something like 1,500 home fires every day in the United States. And thousands of people get killed every year because they don't know how to escape from a burning house safely. A lot of little kids get killed because they think if they hide. We should appoint Dad as fire chief and choose a special time for the drill. Then Dad gives a prearranged signal like 2 toots on a whistle or something, and everyone pretends the house is on fire and we all try to escape.
Is that all?
Well, first we draw a diagram of the floor plans of this house showing 2 escape routes from each room. And we put a copy up in each room where everyone can always find it fast. Then we learn the things to do and what not to do. Like, for instance, we should keep close to the floor in a smoke-filled room because that's where the good air is. If we have to break a window to escape, we should lay a blanket on the window pane so we don't cut ourselves getting out, and things like that.
If I were to get out of a window, I'd leap through like Superman.
And get your silly neck broke at the same time.
Well, I think Steve's got a good idea there. We should have a fire drill tonight, right after dinner.
But, Mom, I was going to play football after dinner with my friends. I don't want to go through any drill.
And I was watching that special on TV at 6:30. It had a good write-up. Why don't we put this off till some other time?
I don't think we should.
But Lois, something like this takes a lot of planning, and it's going to be dark pretty soon. Why don't we put it off till tomorrow?
Yeah, besides, Steve says we have to drop floor plans and things.
I've got an idea. If Dad draws up a floor plan of our house, I'll make enough copies so we can tape them up in each room.
That's fine. We can get that started tonight. You can finish making copies tomorrow. Anything else we have to have?
Well, the rules say we should have a rope ladder upstairs at someplace and climb out of the second-story window.
I can make that. We're learning how to make rope knots and Cub Scouts. I can make a knotted rope ladder. They're easy to climb down.
Good boy. You can buy the rope after school tomorrow. Anything else we have to have, Steve?
I can't think of anything else.
Okay, this is what we'll do. I'll read the rules of Operation Edith, and we'll draw up the floor plan tonight. Steve can make the copies tomorrow after school, and Scott can make the rope ladder. Lois, let's eat at 5 o'clock tomorrow. That way we'll have plenty of time to practice a while before it gets dark.
All right. This sounds like it's going to be a well-planned Operation Edith. Sounds like fun, too, boys, don't you think?
Uh-huh. Can I go out and play football now, Mom?
You're excused. Let's get the dishes done now. Steve, it's your turn to help tonight.
Oh, Mom.
So the next day, Scott bought the rope and made a ladder, and Steve made copies of our house floor plans. After dinner, we sat around the table and decided to practice all the safety and escape rules first, and then have the drill. I was appointed fire chief, with Lois assistant chief when I'm not home. Scott went throughout the house, taping a floor plan on the door in each room. They showed the 2 escape routes from each room. We went upstairs to the children's bedroom, and I showed them how to test a closed door for heat before opening it. You must always keep your bedroom door closed at night. It takes about 15 minutes before a fire burns through a wooden door, and a closed door keeps out smoke and heat. Then I showed them how to open the door correctly if it wasn't hot, just to test the heat of the air on the other side. Important, because fire creates hot air which is poisonous and can kill you before the fire even gets close to you. Hot, poisonous air rises to the ceiling. That's why you must always stay close to the floor. After that, I showed them how to use a chair to break the glass of a window that is stuck, and rub the chair against the broken edges to break off any pieces. I explained that a blanket should be put on the bottom so as to prevent getting cut by any leftover jagged glass. We decided that if we ever have a fire at night, the children would climb on the porch roof and wait while I would climb down the rope and bring the ladder around. Scott was happy about this practice. He'd always wanted to crawl out on the porch roof, but he was not allowed. We practiced climbing down the ladder and planned to meet by the tree at the front sidewalk so that we'd know everyone was out. This is important because lots of times people are burned or killed while looking for someone who is already out. I stressed the importance of keeping calm in a fire, and especially that no one was to ever re-enter the burning building, no matter what was left behind. Scott was unhappy about that. He was afraid he might forget his football. No football, no team, you know. You know, as much as Scott fussed about doing this Operation Edith drill, I think tonight he's thankful that Steve pushed the practice. Did you notice he managed to get his football out after all? I'll say one thing, Steve probably saved our lives tonight. I think if we hadn't had our practice drill so that everyone knew what to do in case of fire, there would have been much more confusion and panic, and I don't think we would have all gotten out of there without being hurt. That reminds me, I've got to call my insurance man in the morning.
I think you deserve a special honor for teaching your family all about Operation Edith, because that helped everyone to get out of the fire safely. You are now an honorary fire chief, Chief Steve.
Thank you very much. And for saving my dad.
I'm Chief Welch from the Minneapolis Fire Prevention Bureau. As you've just seen, Edith can save lives. It can save your life also, if you plan ahead. Hold a family meeting and appoint a chief. Figure out 2 escape routes from each room. All doors should be closed at night. Discuss and plan how each family member can reach the ground using the emergency exit. Decide on a meeting place outside your house. Make a diagram of each floor. Be sure to mark all escape routes and locations of windows, doors, stairs, and halls. Copies of this diagram should be placed where there will be a reminder to the whole family. When every member of your family knows the rules for Operation Edith, hold a practice. Time the evacuation. It will improve with practice. After you practice Operation Edith, hold a family meeting to discuss how each member performed his job. Remember, keep calm. If you smell smoke, alert the family with the emergency signal. Close doors against heat and smoke. Test doors before opening by feeling near the top. If the door is hot, use your emergency exit. If your room can breathe more easily. Never, I repeat, never re-enter a burning building. Assemble at your predetermined meeting place outside. Remember, Operation Edith is for emergency use before the fire happens. It could save your life.
Acting. Yeah. Yeah, it's I have a lot of fire safety films that are like this. But I like the regionalness of this one in Minnesota. All right, continuing on the red theme, this next film, I showed this 5 years ago, and I'm amazed I haven't shown it again, but this was one of the films that we scanned when my friend Greg from Oregon Archive was here. So this is a brand new, pretty print. Red Nightmare. Features a couple of celebrities that you know. Enjoy.
Эти американские папиросы, они очень хорошие.
Speak English, comrade. Remember, that is about the only freedom you do not have in this town. This American town.
Americans, they have too many freedoms.
That is another thing you must remember, comrade. For one day it will be your mission to destroy those bourgeois capitalist freedoms.
Frightening, isn't it? From all appearances, this community could be in Iowa, California, or Tennessee. It looks like an American town. As American as apple pie and ice cream. As a matter of fact, you can find apple pie here and ice cream too. But appearances are deceptive. This is not an American town. However, it may be assumed that such a town does exist, shrouded in secrecy and protected by utmost security, deep behind the Iron Curtain. You might call this a college town, communist style, as part of a long-range plan to destroy our free way of life. These young communists are studying the economic, political, and religious institutions that are the very heartbeat of America. The courses here in this strangest of all schools: espionage as a science, propaganda as an art, sabotage as a business. This nameless American city, deep in the vastness of the Soviet Union, it stands as a symbol of Russian treachery, of long-range communist conspiracy. This town may appear to be an accurate likeness of a typical American community, but it's a fraud. It isn't free. Now, let's take a look at a genuine American town and a genuine American. I want you to meet Jerry Donovan. He's proud of his country, but prone to take his liberties for granted. Well, he's aware that someone must assume responsibility for those liberties, for our free way of life. Yet, when there's a job to be done, Jerry, like so many Americans, is apt to ask, why me?
Anybody home? Well, hi there, partners. What? Hey, what is this?
You bad guy, take away our ladies. What? He's on the warpath. You better send for the cavalry. Take him prisoner. Tie him up on hill of red ants.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I don't happen to like ants.
You've been on ant hill.
Now, you got this all wrong. You see, I happen to be a good guy.
Sit.
Yes, sir.
Hey, where are you going? Get him honey. Ants love honey.
Oh, now, just a minute.
All right, Indians, time to wash up. Dinner's on the plate.
Ah.
Right now. Dessert in the wigwam later.
Oh,
Well, you saved me from a fate worse than death.
Oh?
How come we didn't so ordinary?
Well, don't you remember you have a union committee meeting tonight? I just want to make sure you could make it.
They don't expect me. I told them that your folks were coming here for dinner tonight.
Oh, honey, Mom and Dad aren't due in for another week yet. Now you have plenty of time for the meeting, right?
Helen, you don't understand. I knew that your folks weren't going to be here tonight.
You knew? Well, then why all the
I just
nonsense?
told that to the fellas to keep from going tonight.
Oh.
Besides, my favorite TV show is on. Wouldn't want me to miss that, would you? Would you?
Well, Jerry, you missed the last meeting. Don't you think you should be there?
Honey, nothing ever happens at those meetings. It's a bunch of guys sitting around listening to themselves talk. Now, the important thing that really has me worried
No.
is what's for dinner tonight, stew or hamburger.
Ha, ha, ha. Here.
Oh, boy.
You like that?
That smells good.
I thought so. Jerry, would you say that I was a nag?
Oh, no more than average.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to be just this once.
Why?
Well, this morning you told me that you wouldn't be able to make the PTA meeting next Wednesday, right?
That is right. Old Mrs. Potter reminds me of a lovesick hippo. Besides, Wednesday's my bowling night.
Oh, Jerry, can't you think of anything besides bowling and television?
Oh, the way you talk about that PTA, you'd think it was some kind of a hush-hush government meeting to determine the future of the nation. They can struggle along without me.
Well, what about Jimmy's father-son banquet tomorrow night? He's been counting on that for weeks, you know that.
Well, now, that is different. Wouldn't miss that for the whole world. Besides, I wrote my speech already.
Huh?
Yeah, I've been rehearsing it all week. Listen to this. Members of Troop 28 are gathered here tonight to discuss the ways and means of finding homes for Trooper Ryan's 6 new collie pups. How does that sound?
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
No, I can hear them applauding already.
Well,
no,
thank
listen, just one more question. Just one. What about your reserve meeting, your next one? You missed the last one, and you missed the one. Well, honey, you did.
All of those. All right, I'll tell you what. I will talk to my secretary in the morning and find out if my schedule will permit me to go to the next one. Would you quit bugging me?
Bill Martin's here. I asked him to stay for dinner.
Hey, that's good. I wanted to talk to Bill about how his team can beat state this year.
Again?
Well, he didn't listen to me last time. Now, Bill, the list of play you've got to watch out for. Now, their quarterback takes a snapback. Right. He hands off the left half, who goes wide.
Hey, Mom. Linda's putting coffee on her strawberries. Linda put coffee on a strawberry.
All right. You finish your dinner now. You can be excused.
Bye, Daddy.
Good night, beautiful.
Night, Daddy.
Night, Jimmy.
Night.
You be a good boy.
Coffee on a strawberry? Oh, well, I never thought.
Hey, go to bed.
Is there something on your mind?
How can you tell?
Want to break up the huddle?
Now, Bill, this is a play you've really got to look out for.
All right, fellas. Half time. Linda?
Well, Bill and I have given serious consideration to the situation, taking into account our ages and... Oh, Daddy, Mother, we want to get married. I'm sorry to spring it on you so suddenly, Mother. I suppose it came as an awful surprise, but...
Really, sweetheart. Congratulations, Bill, and I might add, you're a very lucky young man.
Thanks.
Daddy?
Well, if everybody's through kissing each other, I think there are a few things we ought to iron out. Now, don't get me wrong. Bill, I like you, you know. I'm not against the marriage. Matter of fact, I think it'd be a fine idea. 4 or 5 years.
In 4 or 5 years?
You're both too young to get married right now.
Mr. Donovan, I'm going to marry your daughter. And I'm not going to wait 4 or 5 years to do it. Thanks for dinner. I'll talk to you later.
Good night, Bill. Bill!
Linda.
Honey, now let them go. Sweet dreams.
Picture of an American retiring for the night, going to bed in comfort, without worries or problems. Well, almost without problems. Linda and Bill may mean momentary worry, but in America there's always tomorrow, with its bright promise. And problems will work out. Somehow things always work out. Now in a few minutes, Jerry Donovan will be asleep. But tonight, instead of the sweet dreams his wife wished him, let's give Jerry a nightmare, a real red nightmare. Now, you remember that Russian town we saw earlier? The town that looked like it belonged in Kansas or Ohio or Vermont? Let's lift that town out of the Soviet Union. Let's superimpose it on Jerry's hometown. And those precious freedoms Jerry so complacently accepts. Let's see how many freedoms Jerry might lose if suddenly he had to live under communist domination.
Hey, Charlie, will you hurry up with the coffee?
All right. I've only got one pair of hands.
Jerry's a little confused. Things seem different now, and they should, because freedom has suddenly vanished.
Your permit number, please.
Permit number? Operator, I don't have a permit. I just want to call my house. I want to talk to my wife.
No personal calls are allowed without a permit from the commissar. You will get off the line, please.
But operator... Say, what gives? Come along, comrade.
Now that you've become acquainted with the enlightened communist system, in contrast to the outdated capitalistic way of life, you are now prepared for the next step of your indoctrination, which will be most difficult. When the moral fiber of the United States weakens and the economy collapses under the pressure of competitive coexistence, you will assume control. You will move into every phase of American political and economic life. It will be your responsibility, comrades, to purge the minds of the reactionary Americans so that they will welcome the enlightened Soviet system and conform without resistance to the dictatorship of the proletariat. Again, my congratulations, comrades. Continue the good work.
Say, could you tell me what...
Yes, comrade.
Nothing. Nothing, never mind. Thank God you're all right.
I have something to do.
Gee, Helen, I'm sorry I'm late. Something strange happened. Something very strange. I was standing in the plaza...
Never mind that. But you are disturbing the children. Their meals are to be consumed without interruption.
I don't blame you for being sore, but I'll make it up to you. Tomorrow night we'll have an early dinner at the steakhouse. Then we'll take the kids to the drive-in movie.
That would be quite impossible. Tomorrow night you've been selected to address the Parent-Teachers Committee.
The what? Oh, no, there must be some mistake. They don't want me. What would I talk about? Now, Jimmy's team lost the Little League championship last year.
Subject of your address has already been selected for you. The theme will be how the new communistic life benefits children.
Now, wait a minute. What if I don't want to talk about that? What if I don't want to talk at all?
I would advise you not to object. Recently, the party learned that you were on the debate team while in school. They were very disturbed that you kept this fact a secret from them. Experienced speakers are needed by the party. They'll make very good use of you.
Sergeant, check the kitchen. You look in the back. I'll be upstairs.
Hey! What is this? Where do you think you're going?
We have no time for explanations. Already we are 15 minutes behind schedule.
I don't care who sent your why. You're not going to take another step until I see your warrant.
Warrant? We need no warrants. As a member of the Young Communist League, your daughter has volunteered for farm work. She's to be transported immediately. The truck is waiting outside.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get something straight. You say my daughter volunteered?
That is correct. Here's the signature. Requesting transport to the People's Collective.
Signature on that piece of paper is false. And everything you've said is a lie because my daughter would never leave here of her own free will.
Sergeant!
You've got no right to be in this house. I'm going to give you just 10 seconds to get out of here.
Daddy? It's true, Daddy. I did volunteer for farm work.
Linda, why?
The party convinced me that I should free myself of the lingering bourgeois influence of family life. I am ready. Do not interfere. It is for my own good.
And Comrade Donovan, do not think that your deviationist remarks shall be overlooked. They will be reported to the proper authorities.
Helen. Hey, what's this quarter business?
That's today's word, comrade.
Hello, Pete. Having a little trouble. Bertha doesn't seem to be in a working mood.
The lathe must be fixed immediately. You have a quota to fulfill. If you fail, we'll all be held responsible.
I'm doing the best I can. Quarter or no quarter, I can't do anything till I get this fixed.
Well, then I advise you work during your lunch hour. The quota must be met, and Comrade Commissar isn't interested in excuses.
Yeah, I overslept. The kids get off to Sunday school all right? Well, it's a beautiful day. As soon as they get back from Sunday school, why don't we all pile into the car and go over... Hey, what is this? Someone going on a trip?
You could call it a trip. Actually, the children are going away to a state school.
Now, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I don't know what's happened to you or what they've done to change you, but you're not going to send these kids away.
Oh, she's not sending us away. It was our idea. We learned in school that home life does not encourage the growth of the collective character which the party wishes to develop in its young people. It's your fault. You should have spent more time training us to think along party lines. As a member of the Young Pioneers, it will be my duty to report you.
You better listen to me. All of you. I don't want to hear any more talk about state schools and party lines and collective character and deviationism. This is going to be a family again, and I know just where to start. You two are going to Sunday school, and you're going right now.
Mommy, tell her!
No use to argue.
Mom!
This time, I'm going to overrule the party. Come on.
Dad!
They've been poisoning you kids with those lies long enough. Now you're really going to find out what the truth is all about.
We tried to tell you, Dad, but you wouldn't listen. There is no more Sunday school. Please take us home now, Daddy. Everybody's looking at us.
Mistake. Somebody made a big mistake. Come on, we're going to get this straightened out right now. Come on. Come on inside. Come on, Jimmy. What's happened? What have they done?
Keep your voice down, comrade. Otherwise, I shall have to report you.
Who put these displays in here? This is a house of worship.
You are mistaken.
This is the People's Museum. And I warn you once more. This place is a lie. Everything about it is false. This was not invented by a Russian. The man's name was Bell, Alexander Graham Bell. And he was an American. Get that, comrade. Everything on this table is as phony as the town. The rotten system you call communism.
Comrade Donovan, you are accused of the following crimes against the state: subversion, deviationism, and treason. You have been given this opportunity to make a public confession of your treacherous violation.
Just a minute. This is supposed to be a trial. Who says I'm guilty of anything? Where's your proof?
The state needs no proof. It is up to you to prove your innocence.
How can I prove my innocence if I don't know what I'm accused of? Subversion against whom? Deviationism from what? Treason against what government?
The prisoner has been given his opportunity to confess. I ask now that he be sentenced.
Now, wait a minute. You've got to listen to me. They say I'm guilty of crimes against the state, but it's the state that committed the crimes. They broke into my home without a warrant. Armed soldiers. They took away my daughter. Desecrated a house of worship and replaced religious objects with phony displays, and they called it a museum. They even tried to turn my own kids against me. My wife. Helen, you were there. You know that what I'm saying is true. Tell them.
Mrs. Donovan, this document contains your signed statement. It proves that your husband tried to turn your children against the communist state. Is the statement true?
Yes.
Lieutenant Martin, Comrade Kucheznov, Comrade Malenko. These documents contain your signed statements. They prove that Comrade Donovan is guilty of deviationism and treason. I want you to tell the court if these statements are correct. I will ask you each in turn. Comrade Kucheznov.
Yes, the statement is true.
Comrade Malenko.
True.
Lieutenant.
The statement's true.
There's no need to continue this trial. The evidence against the prisoner is overwhelming. I ask now that he be sentenced immediately.
I want to see those statements. And maybe I'll have a few words to say in my own defense.
The prisoner will step back into the box. There is no need to examine the statements of the witnesses. The prisoner stands condemned by his own words. He has challenged the supreme authority of the state. He has questioned its practices and its decisions. And by these actions, he has proved himself to be a dangerous enemy to the proletariat. And he must be treated as such, as an ugly remnant of a diseased bourgeois class. He must be eradicated before the contagion can spread. Comrade Donovan, you are hereby sentenced to be shot. Comrade Donovan.
Comrade Donovan, do you know why you're here? I can guess. Do you have any last requests? Yes. We really need these? I don't think I'll be going anywhere. Nevertheless, I'm afraid they're necessary. Comrade Donovan, you've been convicted of crimes against the supreme communist government. Being an enemy of the state, you must be liquidated. I have been commissioned to carry out your sentence. What, no firing squad? I'm afraid not. However, the last favor from the government, you are hereby granted one final chance to confess your crimes. If you wish, a recorder will be summoned to take down your statement. I have a statement to make, all right, but you can deliver it. You just tell your government that someday its own people are going to get wise to it. Someday there's going to be enough holes in that iron curtain that all of your people will
be able to escape to freedom. I'll never be able to build a wall strong enough to hold it. One of my own countrymen once said, you can't fool all of the people all of the time. Believe me, you communists can't keep fooling the entire world. You can't even keep fooling your own people. Because the news about communism is getting around. But it's only another word for slavery.
Don't worry, Jerry. That bullet will never reach you. Because it's time to bring you back from your red nightmare. What you have seen is not entirely fiction. Greater brutality is taking place right now in countries which have been swallowed up by the communist machine. We know that Jerry is waking. Let's see if his dream has impressed him.
Helen?
Yes, darling.
Helen?
Honey, the kids polished off the eggs. Would you mind cereal?
Cereal will be fine, just fine.
I'll get it.
Good morning.
Well, good morning.
Daddy, will you buy me a new space helmet?
A what?
He's gone from wide open spaces to outer space.
Oh, he is he? Yeah, I guess we can put you in orbit all right. You get a space helmet.
Hey, Mom! Mom!
Hello there.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Mr. Donovan. Bill? If you two kids don't have this car in shape by now, I don't think you ever will. Well, if you'd like to talk some more about that marriage business, you better catch me while I'm in a good mood.
Oh, Daddy. We've got something to tell you.
Now, you haven't run off.
No, that we haven't done. But we have decided to wait. Not 5 years, mind you. But at least I've finished my hitch in the service.
That's a wise decision, Bill. Yes, indeed, I think that's a very wise decision. How about some breakfast?
Good idea.
Jerry knows now, so he'll never forget it. Responsibilities are a privilege, an inherent American right, the strength of our nation. The bright hopes of a free world are founded on the dedication of individual Americans. People who guarantee freedom by standing ready to fight against aggression, against the communist attempts at world enslavement. Freedom is not hereditary. It must be earned. Freedom has a price, and its price is vigilance. Its price is responsibility, not only of government, but of every citizen who salutes our flag. Those who serve as a part of our nation's armed might, and those who have served, they guarantee freedom's continued existence. Freedom. No single word in all the languages of mankind has come to mean so much. Freedom to enjoy the simple things of life in the circle of family and friends. Freedom to work at a vocation of our choosing. To vote in open elections for the candidate we believe best qualified. To come, to go as we please. Freedom to own property. To enjoy the priceless heritage of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. To marry and raise a family with belief in the dignity of the human spirit. To study in the field of our choice. To speak our beliefs. To worship God. These freedoms that spell America. They represent a way of life that has become the farthest advancement of mankind on this planet. To prevent communism from consuming the entire free world, there stands but one man. That man is you.
Thanks, Jack Webb. Yeah, so this is, I've seen different versions of this. I mean, so there's supposedly a longer version of this film, but I don't know if it's feature length or what the deal is, but I've only seen the edited version on film, and I have 2 copies, and they're the same. So I don't know what other stuff has been added, if Robert Conrad has a bigger role in it. I hope he does, because I love some Robert Conrad. So anyways, yeah. All right, so I've been digging up other things. I was going to show Red Squad, but that's 40 minutes, and that's basically about the New York police departments cracking down on socialists and communists in the 60s, and it goes as badly as you can imagine. But I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. This film is silent, but it looks pretty great. I'm a big fan. I don't know if it was for a commercial. It's probably raw outtakes of commercial, so there's no sound, unfortunately. But visually, it's beautiful. This is Big Red, and it's not the gum. Enjoy. That was something. I can just imagine that. They're like, we're doing so well here at Big Red, we should record a commercial. Like, we'll make a short promotional film and talk about how great our services are, and we can show it around and show, like, all of our equipment and our staff. And they approach some, like, film production company, and they're like, that's crazy, we can't afford that. My brother-in-law can shoot it. He's got a camera, and his movies are pretty good. I don't know what happened there. I mean, it's obvious what happened is that it was shot with either they didn't have a reflex lens, which would allow them to actually see what they were filming with the focus. Well, I don't know what happened, but it's a mess. It's a complete mess. But the logo and the van, all that stuff is just beautiful. It feels, it's like, oh, poor guys. And the thing is, you don't know that it's out of focus until you process it. And then somebody like assembled it. And so they were like, well, I guess we're going to use it. And so in those black segments in between, that's part of probably what was A-B roll. And that's called, the black parts are called slug. And what you would do is you would do an edit back and forth between the two. So the A roll, whenever there was slug, there would be visual film information on the B roll, and so they would correspond back and forth, and so you'd get cleaner edits, and also you could do transitions where you could fade from one to the other or do wipes. So anyways, that's what happened there. Thanks everybody for indulging me in Red today. Yeah, Red Squad, I want to show that some other time, but it's 40 minutes long, so it's a long film. But it's fascinating because it shows early New York. Well, 1960s New York, not 1900s New York. But thanks, Nathan, for the donation. You can support us by doing that, going to the Super Thanks. You can also go to ko-fi.com/avgeeks or patreon.com/avgeeks. But at the very least, hitting the thumbs up, commenting, even though I don't know what name is going to be associated with your comments because YouTube is whacking. It's wacky today. Wacky. You can also go to patreon.com and support us if I didn't say that before. Anyways, subscribe, hit thumbs up, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So we'll see you soon. Take care.